We're now going to draw orthographic projections in Layout C in AutoCAD. So I have given you this cheat sheet that has a handwritten cheat sheet to show you how to find the height, the width, and the depth of a isometric and the height and width and depth of an actual 3-view drawing. So you have this on one side of your sheet and you have all the formulas on the other. If you need another copy of this sheet, it's in the Files section of Canvas. It's also located on your desktop in the lab in the cheat sheet folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to do these two formulas in order to lay out our drawing in Layout C so we can make an orthographic projection. So the first drawing that we're going to draw is 728 number 1, the anvil. So you have your two views that they give you, and we have to fill in the top view. So the first thing you do whenever you start to draw a orthographic projection is you have to find the height, the width, and the depth. So using your cheat sheet, if you need it, to find the overall width, there's my width right here. My overall height, and there's my overall depth. So always look carefully at your dimensions and make sure you're getting the entire width and the entire height and the entire depth. So once you have these three numbers, you're going to plug them into your formula. So our width is 5, our height is 2 5/16, and our depth is 1 7/8. So what you'll do, you'll put in your numbers into the formula. So let's double check. The height was 2 5/16. Width is 5, 1 7/8 your depth. Okay, so now you're going to do the formula. So the first formula is the height plus our 1-inch spacing plus the depth of the part. Add that together in your calculator, make sure you hit equals, and then minus 7 1/8, which is the height of our drawing space. Whatever that equals, make sure you hit equals at that point, divide it by 2, and that's going to give us our up offset. Our second formula is the width plus the 1-inch spacing plus the depth. Should be the same number. Whatever that equals, minus 10 1/2, which is our drawing space from side to side. Divide that by 2, and that's our offsets from the side. So if you're using one of my calculators, you have your fraction button. You can convert everything to decimals. Remember, AutoCAD doesn't care whether you use decimals or fractions. So you're going to do the formula. 2 5/16 plus 1 plus 1 7/8 equal minus 7 1/8 equals divided by 2 equals. Remember, we talked about we don't care about the negative. The reason we get a negative is because I put this number after the numbers I'm adding together instead of before. So I don't have to put it in the calculator twice. I just can put everything in all at one time. The negative means nothing to us because it is a measurement. Remember, you cannot negatively measure. If it's 15/16 one way and 15/16 the other way, it's 15/16, no matter which way. So no negatives, we don't care. So our up offset is 31/32. I recommend you write this out somehow. You don't necessarily have to write all this as long as you can remember it. I have kids that just write this part and an up arrow, this part and a side arrow, just so they can keep them straight. So let's do our side-to-side formula. 5 plus 1 plus 1 7/8 equals minus 10.5 equals divided by 2 equals 1 5/16. So our offset from the side of the title block is 1 5/16. Now, I recommend you always do the formula twice. If I do it twice and I get the same answer, I should be okay. I've done this for a very long time. I still do my formula twice. So with these numbers, this is what we do. In your title block, you're going to offset up the answer. So you're going to offset from the line above your name 31/32. And that's going to give you that line. Now you offset the numbers in order that we put in the formula. So it was the height plus 1 inch plus the depth. So offset the height. Now offset your 1 inch spacing. And now offset your depth. Now do your side to side offset. So our answer was 1 5/16. So from the side of your title block, offset that line 1 5/16. Now the numbers in order in the formula. So it was the width, so offset 5, plus our 1 inch spacing, then plus our depth. Offset, offset, offset. This is our projection box. There's the top, the front, and the right side. Once you lay this out in your title block, highlight all the lines and put them on the object layer. Then trim out all your extra so you just have the 4 boxes. Put your line in for your projection box. You may need it, you may not. It's better to have it and then erase it when you're completely done than to just automatically trim it away and erase it and then need to put it back. So once you lay this out, you can start drawing your front view and trim out the things you don't need. And then it's just a matter of projecting, because I've already boxed this in. I need this line. Well, that line is that corner. So I can go to my line command and I don't have to pick it. I can just kind of let my snap grab it and then track over and then draw that line in. Right side's finished. This intersection, that's going to make an edge. That makes an edge. So you'd pull that up. Pull this up. There's your top view. So you would make sure you have everything the way it's supposed to be on the correct layer. Put in your dimensions. We do not need the projection box. So once you finish with the projection box, erase it out. You don't need it anymore. And you just have your top, your front, and your right side. That's it. The formula does all the hard work for you. So make sure your formula's right. Offset and lay out your boxes, and then you can start creating your views.